been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They're on 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, Drake. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Arizona.
Now Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From just shy of midfield, Murray flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the interception, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
39-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Trubisky will throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The tight end, J.P. Holtz, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third.
Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On on 2nd and 11 now. Murray buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, it's Drake. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's third down. Murray going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Arizona.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it second and short. And Murray's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, 26 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll roll him out right. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 1. At the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter. Why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking left side, he's got it complete. But he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Escaping the pressure right. That one completed to J.P. Holtz. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Intended for J.P. Holtz. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Trubisky throwing complete to Kmet, the tight end.
Trubisky's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Trubisky to throw again.
at the 20.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
Again, it's Trubisky. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Here's Trubisky. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. They'll run with Drake. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Trubisky now off the bootleg, rolling to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney, the target there. 3rd down here.
3rd down and long.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch the screen.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Going deep this time for Miller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Robert Quinn, and the Bears will get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Flushed out right. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona Arizona touchdown.
Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins.
And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coach say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a half. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find out. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work. Got a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip.
remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. On my way.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a time. Out here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
And 11.
Operating from the gun, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get off.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 25.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Drake. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Quarterback, his pass.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the Bills' 49-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
4th down.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, it's Drake. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield.
This defense really floated around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. To throw again on second down. Allen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They run here with Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll look to run with Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Not much there, only a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Number 26, Devin Singletary, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Singletary again. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the
Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Jordan Hicks brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Phillips, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on first down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
A 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again. Murray eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And then under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Domata Peko, the one to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Domata Peko racks up the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen's throw is complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
To Dawson Knox. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Drake. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 45 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. But just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Oh, but he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trent Murphy. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Bills
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Murray now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.